from the great state of Illinois, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the second city of Chicago. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be our visitors taking on our home team.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for our visitors here, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading him out is their fifth-year quarterback.
And it would be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. And he'll get this one out to about the 39 here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. It's like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
They bring their punter out there now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the former Texas Longhorn, their rookie quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100-plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And on now is the punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And taken right at the 35. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Now, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Out of the gun now on third down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. Second down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
13-yard line.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now they go screen, it's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
From the 4, this is second down and 1.
Back to throw again. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up second down. No, third down.
Brings up third down and 1.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23.
Brought down at the 23-yard line.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Pressure comes, and down he goes.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Second and 19. at the 24-yard line.
Now an option play on second down.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is brought in at the 21. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return.
And they will take over first and 10. The Chicago offense set to get started. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it facing a second and long situation.
They're going to look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Brings up third and 12.
They'll set up a throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
It's now second and 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
It's third and 15.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Yeah, he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
50-yard line.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
He'll drop to throw. And it is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
The 26-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
He was taken down.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Second and 11.
He'll look to throw.
27-yard line.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Brings up 3rd.
They'll look to throw. He'll try. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? Well, let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Chicago offense set to get started.
This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Charles, a nice play there, wasting no time making his presence felt for this defense.
And you know, we heard the same conversation around the league. A lot of people were surprised that he was available, and they let him go. And now he's going to make a big-time impact with his new squad.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Looking to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Oh, what a... Down the numbers. There he goes.
Inside the 20.
Touchdown, Chicago! A great effort there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year.
And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line, out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Well, now how about this return?
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. And there's also a flag to go with it. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Complete to number 49. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 14. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return.
The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. He's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
It's a loss of
a loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. In trouble, and he's taken down. And going the books is a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returnable here from the 38. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return. The Chicago offense set to get started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Down to the 10.
Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys are able to make this a close game again.
Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Brings up 3rd down.
Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A beautiful fake. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1. At the
2nd and 1.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. 2nd and 3.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
Nice little juke. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
That throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution, because he realized he's in field goal range, no sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State. And Scott Hansen, message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the 2nd half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think probably you can sense them saying, okay, the first half is theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on the outside. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now back to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole.
A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 18-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside.
The 2nd down pass.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
It's a gain of 4.
In motion, the tight end.
3rd down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Touchdown! From 13 yards out. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead.
Well, they were down 6 at intermission, but they quickly erased that deficit. And, Charles, now they've got a chance to take the lead.
And while being down 6 points, obviously not an insurmountable lead, tying a game up, that just relaxes a whole team, doesn't it? And now when you add the extra point and you go up, you really feel good about what you've accomplished.
An extra point splits the uprights. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd.
13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it.
And this one's incomplete.
Intended for number 18.
Here's 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
He's going to try and take off with it. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. Well, with him trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold on a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And, boy, he did it there.
Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw here. Under pressure, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Now they'll run on the ball. Gets past one man. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
119 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
24-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he hits him in stride. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll drop the throw.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
16 yards.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
2nd and 4.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. It'll go as a sack for a land on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards. And pressure gets to him again. That sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they have regained the lead.
So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this 3rd quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown. But the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Chargers defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all they needed. 1st down.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
40-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Here's 2nd and 8. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This offense on 3rd down today, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun. Takes it just across midfield. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
A 4 receiver set here on 3rd down. They're going to spread the field and make you play sideline to sideline, make you defend every blade of grass. Good spacing there offensively as they get the completion and the...
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is taken in at the 5. A huge play there for Chicago. 48 yards.
1st and goal, Chicago.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
He was brought down at the 40-yard line.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
He'll try again. And this time he'll run into a wall right at the 4-yard line.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. From 4 yards out, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5.
Visitors 21.
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The home team's offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They're going to look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And that will be incomplete.
Reverse on third down.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Ooh, the juke. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
3rd down and 9.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards for number 11.
At the 38-yard line.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
And that is incomplete.
Intended for number 11.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Brings up 3rd and 16.
They'll set up a throw. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And on now is the punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
At his 48-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
2nd down.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So they bring out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
That's to the sideline and incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Can't get away, and he's taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
You drive some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense.
2 yards
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now a first carry for their fullback. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
3rd down and 6.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And his kick is good. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Here's 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 49.
And now down to 14 as he spikes it to stop the clock. They'll look to throw.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Intended for number 86. Incomplete. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. But Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us. Not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here, knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So for Chicago, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.